I want you to salute the flag, pay your taxes, and pretend that's not a $90 billion money laundering scheme. I want you to keep scrolling while I sell freedom at 800% markup. I want you to fund stealth bombers so we can deliver freedom. So strap on or put on a strap on. Whatever gets you through it. We're about to roast this flaming dumpster fire of democracy, one figurehead at a time. Welcome to the Uncle Sam Podcast Show. Today, we've got a special guest, the final boss of bad decisions, His Honorable, the Supreme Court himself. Ladies and gentlemen, 9 judges, 1 conscience, and apparently 0 group chat boundaries. These folks can overturn your life before breakfast and still make their tea time with billionaires.
Appreciate the invite, Sam. Always a pleasure to watch the U.S. government's human credit score pretend he cares about ethics. And by the way, I don't take bribes. I call them moral vacations. There's a difference.
Oh, please, you're dishonorable. You're out here preaching morality from the back of a billionaire's jet, drinking ethics like it's optional. I watched you gut Roe v. Wade faster than I gut foreign oil reserves. Half the country's out here crying, the other half celebrating like it's a gender reveal for oppression. You said, let the states decide. The states! These are the same states that can't keep power on during a light drizzle. Texas sneezes, and half the grid faints. And you trust them with human rights?
We didn't end choice, Sam. We outsourced it. That's capitalism, baby. Decentralized misery. And if we're talking hypocrisy, let's talk immigration. You throw tantrums over people crossing a border for survival, but every spring break, you send college kids to Mexico to drink the GDP of Honduras through a plastic tube. You've got statues promising, give me you're tired, you're poor. But the minute they show up, you're like, whoa, not that poor.
You watch your tone, your holiness of hypocrisy. I'm not anti-immigrant. I'm just selectively welcoming. I'll take a doctor from India, a nurse from the Philippines, but if it's a landscaper named Juan, suddenly it's DEFCON 1. And don't even start with asylum. Our process is slower than Congress trying to define the word woman. By the time we approve their paperwork, the refugees' grandkids are already paying student loans we didn't forgive.
You sound upset, Sam. Maybe it's the guilt. You build cages at the border, then throw family reunions inside them. You fund walls like you're sponsored by anxiety, and when anyone calls it inhumane, you slap a flag on it and call it national security. You've got enough cameras at the border to film 10 Netflix docs, but ask for body cams on cops and suddenly you're blind as justice herself.
Oh, don't you start with policing! You've been handing out immunity like candy at a parade. Qualified immunity. That's just a fancy way of saying, my bad, we'll do it again. I got cops mistaking tasers for pistols, judges mistaking cash for ethics, and citizens mistaking panic attacks for patriotism.
Speaking of cash, how's that corruption treating you, Sam? You keep calling yourself the land of opportunity, but every opportunity comes with a monthly subscription fee. You've turned freedom into a layaway plan. First payment due immediately, interest forever, and you still have the nerve to ask people to stand for the anthem like it's a receipt for good behavior.
You're one to talk about corruption, Judge Dredd with a timeshare. You got justices getting yachts, tuition money, and resort stays like ethics is Airbnb. You call yourself supreme. The only thing supreme about you is the pizza you order on taxpayer money. People out here debating pronouns, and you're over there redefining human rights. You don't even need gavels anymore. Just Venmo.
Sam, don't act brand new. You sell democracy the same way I sell verdicts, with a smile and a waiver. You bomb countries in the name of peace. You fund dictatorships like it's Shark Tank for tyranny, and then you point at me for having a sugar daddy or two.
Because you're supposed to be better. You're supposed to be the brakes on this circus, not the clown car driver. You're supposed to defend the people, not defend corporations' right to call themselves people. Apple's got human rights now. Meanwhile, humans can't afford actual apples. This was supposed to mean something. The Constitution, the sacred text, the rule of law.
Oh, relax, Patriot Daddy. We're all in this economy together. You bail out Wall Street, I bail out feelings. You hand weapons to the world, I hand loopholes to the rich. Same hustle, different dress code. And that's not sacred text, Sam. That's a group project graded by ghosts.
You're everything wrong with this country.
Correction, I'm everything legalized about this country.
You make the devil look bipartisan.
You make hypocrisy a national freaking sport.
Fine, court adjourned.
Thank God, I thought I was going to be late to my brunch with Chevron.
You better like and follow my podcast, or I'll personally audit your grandma's bingo winnings. Next week, I'm dragging in guests straight out of Washington's group therapy, Lady Constitution. barely hanging on by a clause. The crooked feds, wearing suits but snorting surveillance data like it's powdered freedom. And His Honor, the Supreme Court Justice, who showed up in flip-flops and ruled that pizza is a vegetable. This ain't a podcast. It's a bipartisan breakdown with a front row seat to the collapse. So follow now or go pledge allegiance to Canada.